So what was his objective in this particular movie? He was supposed to be, let me see for a minute. He was supposed to be the spiritual leader to the Valley of Peace. Yeah. Guys, welcome back to the Cinema Scale. Today on the scale, we have Kung Fu Panda number 4. Po must train a new warrior when he's chosen to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. However, when a powerful shape-shifting chameleon sorcerer sets her eyes on his staff of wisdom, he suddenly realizes he's going to need some help. Teaming up with a quick-witted Corsac fox, Po soon discovers that heroes can be found in the most unexpected places. The plot starts off very upbeat. You're engaged from the first few minutes of the movie because you see a familiar face, which is great. It's always nice to see familiar faces throughout the story arc and in past movies. And I'm watching the movie and I'm like, okay, I see. You know, and Po is in this film still holding on to that mantle of Dragon Warrior. He's accomplishing things. He's growing. And then you're about 40 minutes into the film and you're like, okay, so this is what we're looking at. He goes on to this adventure with Awkwafina to defeat this all-powerful chameleon whose objective is to steal Kung Fu from past masters who have died, whom are now dwelling in the spirit realm. And of course, she needs Po's staff to be able to accomplish this insidious objective. Jack Black is the foundation of the film. He's hilarious. Like every moment Jack Black is on that screen, you will find yourself laughing. Ha 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 ha. Just Jack Black. It's just the Jack Black magic was there. Even down to the plot. The plot was good. The plot was decent. You know, they're taking an adventure. But now we're talking about Awkwafina. And being as though Awkwafina is Awkwafina-y, she talks in this movie quite a bit. And it really centers around the two of them. I will say that Viola Davis as a villain, I always love her presence. She was the villain in The Hunger Games too. She just has this eeriness about her. So she was well casted in connection with this monumental role. And of course, Jack Black is phenomenal. But, you know, Awkwafina, she just says her lines and leaves. I mean, okay. There are moments in the film where it just feels a bit rushed. The runtime for the movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's the normal runtime for any Kung Fu Panda movie. But this particular movie was rushed, and then there was no cinematic closure. So we're thinking that he's going to be the leader of the Spiritual Valley of Peace, and we're kind of just left on our own. And then the ending of the film is just very like solution, problem, solution, snaps fingers. Everything goes back to La La Land. The issue that really made this movie challenging, to say the least, is the fact that you took out 5 major characters. That's 5. So just bear with me. Just imagine, hey, you know, you start school in the beginning of the school year and there's 30 kids in the class and the class is bustling and bumbling and it's fun and it's great. And then someone comes in and says, you know what? We're going to take 5 kids out. And we're going to take 5 of your smartest students out, or the ones who prepare well. Well, what happens? The dynamic of the classroom changes, right? Magic. No, just common sense and human nature. So when you take out extraordinary actors from this film like Jackie Chan, Seth Rogen, for lack of better words, Angelina Jolie, now the dynamic has changed drastically and there's not much support for Po to stand on. So yes, of course, people are going to say, it's Kung Fu Panda. I love it. I'm going to go see it because it's Kung Fu Panda. But when you get down to the essence of it, if you are going into this movie thinking that you're going to have that same nostalgic Kung Fu Panda feeling entirely, because there is going to be some feeling there, then okay, you'll laugh a lot, right? Because Jack Black is going to be consistent no matter what he does. But if you're thinking you're going to go into this movie, you're going to go into this movie, and it's going to be like, wow, good old times. Not likely. And so because of that subtracting of the 5 characters, it made the movie drag unnecessarily. There were points where it's like, okay, I'm just getting tired of seeing Awkwafina on screen. Like I'm just Awkwafina out. to say the least. Like, is anybody catching that? And she's funny in some places, but this is an entirely different character dynamic, and it just makes the movie just drag so much to the point where you're like, dag, like, okay, so we could have went without this movie. Yeah, we could have went without it. You know, it was just, yeah, it was just, it was Kung Fu Panda 4. If you're somebody who's an original Kung Fu Panda fan, did it make you feel the same way? Did it make you cringe at the edge of your seat? Did you feel intimidated by the villain in this particular film? Did it give you that upbeat essence that that you get after a Kung Fu Panda movie? You feel motivated. You just want to jump out of your seat and just do something big and epic. Yeah, it was the fourth movie after the third movie, and so. Yeah. So, guys, that's Kung Fu Panda 4 on the cinema scale. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know how you felt about this movie. Please